48, yeah. I need a 48-inch leg.
Are you still waterfalling this?
No, that went right out the window as soon as I realized this board is too short to do that. The design would have been wrong because I'm up here 24, that would have knocked 24 inches off of it, and then I'd have had that long of a table. And I didn't want a table that's only 50 inches long. That's going to keep the ends up. Center of gravity, the fulcrum will be way out here, and it'll be harder to tip it. Right now, the fulcrum's right there, spot where you gain mechanical advantage. So I'm lucky I remembered that. Find something that's not in the center of the board. It's not going to be way out there. 48 is like right here, so I could use this. It's just going to take a lot of flattening. I think that's the one I'm going to use. Well, that's just about the same stupid thing there. That's further along in development, and the grain is running in the right direction. Yeah, I could just take me a bite of this thing. This big candy bar right here. Okay, I'll try to figure out which side I want to cut this on. And why was that standing over there? Is it full of metal? Looks good so far. I should be able to get a 48 here before that knot. It's not too bad. I don't want to use this edge here, this live edge. So I'm going to take something more close to the center of that thing. And that's not even in the center of a log, so that's really good. That's a good piece. Yeah, I'll use up most of this, really. I'll have a little piece left over, but I think I'll just cut it somewhere past all this shake here. This is a drying shatter. They call that shatter, all these little stripes in here that are cracks. You can avoid that by painting the end of your log. With these saw marks here, it's really hard to see the line. I want to cut all the sapwood off as much as I can. This is a real narrow piece of walnut that I'm trying to generate, and I don't want to weaken it by having a lot of sapwood. And it'll get planed, and I'll cut it in to that one. The little planer, I had a big planer, but all I have now is this little DeWalt 13-inch. And it's not the helical head either, it's just the 3-blade. I don't do much planing. And I only plane the size of the part that's the finished part, and never something that's rough and then figure out what I want to do. I always turn it from rough to sawn and then plane it. You know, get all the dimensions down before you send it through that, because those don't stay sharp very long, and it's not really that cheap to keep running stuff through that. I got to shorten that first, and to do that, I got to make some noise. Ooh! One of the good things about this bench is I can let my blade fall between these two, and they both still be supported, but I need to prop that up because that thing is not happy sitting right there. If you like the videos, please subscribe. It helps me do more videos and bring more content to more users. Thank you. That goes in about to there. So I'm going to make my mark somewhere on this side of that. I was going to cut here, but now I got to get way out here. Now this other piece is starting to look more attractive. Let's try again. See if we can get past that defect. Yeah, I don't want this in there if I don't have to, but it's not really a big deal because it's on the end, and most of it'll plane out, I think. So I'm gonna live with it because you can whittle these down to nothing, and there's no real perfect Claro. Claro, you have to say, okay, good enough, because it's so rare anyway, just the West Coast thing. Okay, that should do me. I've already chewed up this whole board, so I'm going for the better spot. This will be good for something else, for legs, for turning blanks. None of this will go to waste. Nice straight grain, mostly heartwood. 2.5, 2.75. Okay. Just about what I need there. I'm gonna run it through the planer. That's big sawmill marks. Those are almost a ½ inch apart. I don't know why they're so big. It's digging in and then fighting up. It's elusive cutting with a chainsaw that long with a bar that long. There's about 10 different things that can make it not cut right. And getting it to cut good enough sometimes is all you can get. So I'm gonna straighten this a little bit because I don't think this is straight enough. Otherwise, planer will transfer that same ugliness to it. What I like to do is cut this part off. That real wicked part that's on the edge there, and kind of get this down to a size that I'm shooting for. I'm shooting for 2 3/8, so I know about what 2 3/8 looks like. I'm just going to cut it close. No, I'll mark it close. Then I'll plane it down the rest of the way. Oops, that shifted a little bit. Not too badly though. Okay, so I'm already at, I'm still fat there, but that's a pretty smooth set, and these are real rough. This will help me to eliminate where it's too high on the ends and too short in the middle. See, on the ends, it's, I've got a big gap, but in the middle, it's real small, see? And so if I plane this right now, this may take this shape. But if I cut this off on the bandsaw and cut it nice and flat, because I'm sitting on a flat surface, then it'll translate flat to the planer. So that's my job now. But does it have a twist? No, it's flat. Flat, flat, flat. Now we can run it through the planer. Here's that joint I demonstrated earlier. One joint.
Lap joint?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's called lap joint, but it's a. Yeah, that's not what it's really called. But that is certainly close. My thumb holding it up there. Okay, I shouldn't have done it like that. I should have done it closer to the edge. Clear as mud. Okay, that's my mark. A little X on the part that has to go away. And one last check before we start. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now to cut these. Right? Yeah, now it's pulling on this joint because it can't pull here. So once that gets glued in there, then it'll all be good. It's going to get glued in and bolted in. So, all right, did good. No, I don't think that'll 220 that. I think I have to do something else for that first. Probably 80. I think at 80.